isn't that?
Nasty.
Right, should we be on?
Yeah. I'll be back in a minute.
Right. See ya!
You can't just leave her.
Yeah, you're the man.
She's gonna kill you.
She has to catch me first.
Where are you going? Slow down.
Relax, I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, he passed his test weeks ago.
Turn around, you have to go back.
Send her a text.
Good.
Look out!
We're gonna get you out. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna hear some noise. You're gonna hear some noise.
Alpha 31, Roger.
Road traffic accident. One car, one male, used by brigade, awaiting arrival of ambulance. Alpha 31 over.
You're alright, mate. You're alright. We're gonna get you out. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna hear some noise.
When somebody dies who is a student at a school, there is a mass sense of shock and horror and a lack of understanding, even for students that didn't necessarily know the student that died. And I've seen in different schools across the board in different age groups the difficulties that people have had coming to terms with it, and that deaths do happen as a result of a moment's lack of concentration or a moment's getting in the car with the wrong person. I've seen, you know, shrines being made, records being produced in honour of the students that have died. A mass outpouring of grief, really. I think students get very, very upset by what's happened. They don't forget it, but then they don't necessarily remember it when they themselves get into a car. There are people on the roads who aren't concentrating. We know that there are people driving who are texting whilst they're driving, speaking on the mobile phones. And I think this is the thing that young people don't think about when they get behind the wheel, when they're new drivers. I think they expect everybody else on the road is fully concentrating, totally in control of what they're doing, and they're not necessarily prepared for the unexpected. And if they're travelling too fast, or if they're not concentrating themselves, they're not going to be able to respond. For me, the experience has come from losing 5 students in 5 years of teaching. I had a year 9 girl who one day at the end of the day, she'd been quite badly behaved. I'd had a situation with her, I'd had to tell her off. And then as I left school, I saw her standing, waiting to get picked up by her boyfriend, who's quite a bit older. The next day I came into school, there was a notice on the staff room board to say that she'd been involved in a crash and had died. And that was in my first year of teaching, and it really shook me up. How you can suddenly one minute somebody's there in a classroom being a teenager, and the next day they're dead, they're gone. And then since I've been up in Cumbria, every year somebody has actually died, whether it's because they've not been wearing a seatbelt or got in the car with the wrong person at the wrong time.